Hello everyone and welcome back to Ladyhill. So this is hopefully going to be the last day we spend in this harvest, because this harvest feels like it's gone on for ages now. As you can see, I'm just getting the various pieces of equipment set up. As it stands, the AI need finish the 3 fields. We need to get the shaft done. Go unloaded and use field as well. You are waiting for unloading by the looks of it. This guy on the other hand we packed. And wow, this they managed to get like even the trailer over the fence before. Pretty impressive. So these waypoints like the far side. I don't actually know if they're going to be able to get there or not, but we'll have to keep an eye on that. And turn over the fence, isn't it? Also got to remember with the JCB, take it off 4-wheel steer because the trailers don't seem to... Yeah, so this field, I have a feeling I'm going to later on realise I went a little overboard. What I am wondering is, do we rent a third big trailer? But at least this guy can help. If we do that though, we might need some more money. What I'm thinking is, we sell some milk. There's not going to be a full tanker, but there could be enough. But I should really have lights on this time, shouldn't I? I know working in the dark's not great for the video, folks. I do apologise for this. I'm going to try and... Just as you know, if we leave these fields, they're going to wither, and... Not what I want. Where's the best price for my milk? I know. Sell everything that they know, right. We sent him out there. Full waiting for it back to come back. He's getting stuck on the gate coming back in. He's getting there. He's gonna... And I remember the collision. Still life, you would just demolish that thing. I love how they call it a breakable side. I mean, that's them no longer being a problem. Just want to watch this guy make sure I see it under that pipe and like it's to the fence. I think if you're getting right up against the fence, it will be far enough yet. Especially once these two have done this field, they then need to go and start on the 2 sorghum fields. That's what I say, we still have a lot to do. Ignore the grass fields, they don't matter right now. Middle of the road. Next time. He's heading back that way, yeah. Totally forgot for a second there where he was actually heading. Can I sneak this out of here without displacing the crop? Probably not. That low. So yes, the big bulk of this is going to be getting all this done. The chaff field's not so much. I think you can still harvest for chaff once you've once it's cured. I don't know if that actually makes a difference to how it works. Probably not in this game. In real life, you'd probably lose nutrients, but the game's not usually that serious about things like that, so we should be able to get. Well, I guess we just paid like a rental fee on one of the pieces. I'm hoping if that milk comes into decent money, we can use that. That's what we have to do with it. We can use that to rent another big trailer. If we can rent another big trailer, get the actually I'm not quite close enough, that's my bad. The actual thing it's dumping into is really finicky about where you want to be. Don't mind the fingers, folks. Out of the way. Got a lot of bailing and shit to do well, but that can wait till. That can't wait till later. I want to try and unload the dog because that's what's was the best chance of then you off and have a little bit, yeah. When I first got it, it was fine. I used to get very finicky about exactly. Come on. Am I perfectly centered here? Right. One pixel near the front it likes. I don't know if that's this trailer or if that's the cows without materials. That's silage. I realised as well since last episode I spent all that money building a silage bunker for us. I could have used the ones in the BGA, couldn't I? Totally forgot they were a thing. While he heads off. Back to the bunker. What on earth are you stuck? This one's going to be ready to unload. I do need to at some point that compacting. That's probably actually a good thing for the Massey to do. Get the compactor weights on. This is building fast. That's a bit more money at least. I suppose it's a bit of a better position. I already have. It's going to be 280,000. By the time that other gets here, it's going to be over 300,000 litre. And I think we're about halfway through that field. Definitely went a little overboard. Note to self, if we do this again, which I'm planning to because it is actually working really nicely. Maybe try it with a not a bigger field. Right, so once it's, so I'm going to cover this. I'm going to get back. I'm going to get the weights on, and I can compact. What I'm going to do is start jumping into a time lapse. I will keep an eye on obviously the chaff. Hopefully the harvester gets his thing done, and we can move into the sorghum fields. But please, folks, do sit back and enjoy. Well, so at least the barley's done, folks. Unfortunately, we've not quite got as far as I would have liked. I would like to have seen the chaff a bit closer, but this is what it is. I am now definitely thinking I went a little bit overboard with the chaff production. Okay, so hopefully him and the AI at the bottom will figure themselves out. Yeah, that target of 600,000 litres suddenly feels like we're going to fly past it. We're on 400 now. What's that bonus little 80 litres? I'm not sure where the game's got that from. If we get this over to the sorghum, it's just... These two fields aren't going to yield a lot. These are two small fields. As I've said before, if I could, the game would let me, I'd be very tempted. Take the hedge out of the middle and actually just cut these into one field. I suppose I could do it, leave the hedge in and just... And we've taken it out, but... Hopefully decided, yeah, it would be handy to do just one field. It will make it a hell of a lot easier to work with. Set this guy off on these. Just this is the main one. Once we've got these fields harvested, we can then call it a night, simply because the chaff will wait till the next day. Why I'm interested to see this guy, because I'm not sure we actually have a route to get out of that yard and to field 7. He might have to, like, you know, come down into field, do a lap of field 5 or something. It will be interesting to see how he handles that. You're nearly back. You're... There's really no passing points. I'm gonna have to add one, aren't I? We'll do it here, to be fair. So he's now going wider out of there, whereas he appears to still be working at the moment. Obviously not raining enough for the game to pick. That rains right through. We've lost the sorghum. I'm going to let him keep going until he says he stops. And then we'll just have to skip the night. Oh, that is such a pain in the arse. Don't know about this, whether you can actually... Still, like I said, that doesn't matter, we can skip the night. Well, let this guy keep going. Till we get the message that cause play stop due to rain. Oh, so maybe I should have time slower. Maybe I've messed that one up. As I thought. Left round field. You know, I'll let him keep going, because if it's not actually raining, or maybe sorghum isn't affected the way some other crops are. I was aware it was, but... No, because I don't mind. Well, I made the AI do the loop around the tree. I don't have to, because I know I can line myself up. I do like having this little cut through the way in. I was going to put the combine in the other one, but I guess I kind of can't now, because I won't be able to drive it out. The little phone's going to come with storage. I think I might end up storing trailers in there or something. I could always take them in the other... Take them in the way we've just gone through and back them in. So this combat level goes back down, so I need to do that. Make sure I have this about stuff him okay. Genuinely amazed. He's gonna go with fuel, that's okay, I'll let him do that. I'd love to know where it found the extra 79 litres he's now given. The only thing is that this is 400,000 litres. This is a lot. This is more than we've ever. I think we used to get about 300,000. We need all our grass fields. But because of the size of this silo, it looks like nothing. I reckon this silo is probably good for 1.5 million litres if you pack it in right. Which is really good to know, like, because... Oh, I'm not against more big, but next time we'd have to plan it better. That's all I'll say.
Who's gonna stop me from giving my all? No way. Pull on my heartstrings and answer the call. Okay. Sunrise up, then she taking it down. Fontana, Fontana, Fontana,
I don't know if it actually tells you in the health files just how much. Tell you how much you lose. But at least we're getting something. At least we're getting an amount. That's the thing. Now, percentage-wise, actually, we're doing. Still reckons we're getting like really good yield. Unless something's hard. A little keep bouncing around. Lambs. Ow! I like having a dance over there. I'm gonna put the disco lights on for them. We're definitely dropping yield compared to what the field did last time. You can see how it's getting a lighter green on my precision map. But I said the plan is anyway, the sorghum is pretty much just chicken food. What I want to use it for. Everything else can be sold to other places. That can go to flour, but what's on sorghum is a good option for chickens. Although thanks to the calculator, I know we don't need like ridiculous amounts yet. And I'm probably going to go up as the amount of chickens I have goes up. The amount of adult chickens anyway. I'm happy that we're actually producing wool as well, yeah. Using wool, using goat's milk. Goat's milk. Value to it. Goat's milk is going to be a good profit maker, I do think. Really good for us. But hopefully this field comes together nice and neat. And then that's going to be 20. We harvest year 5 finished completely. So the chap I'm willing to kick over to the next day, assuming we don't. I think my rental aren't too much that we'll be able to afford it. We're going to find out. If not, there'll be a frantic sale and I'll just turn my AI back on because I cannot do all of this solo. I think you'd lose the will to live trying to watch me, let alone me lose the will to live trying to do it. I'm probably going to skip to the end of this field and just show you guys the total we get. So I'm going to get it moving and then when you see me next, this field will be done. So I've managed to get this entire field into one combine, which is not good, but at the same time at least made life a little bit easier, I suppose. But that's it, that's the last of the fields we needed to harvest. Obviously the chaff production's kept going. I've edited this junction a bit more, so hopefully we're not going to get stuck against each other again many times. I'm actually genuinely worried that we're not going to have enough money now to pay. I think the daily... Anyway, it shows me what Ah, I'm paying out. Okay, there, plus whatever. Now I'm going to need some money. I just take out a small loan. Just went like that. We'll be able to pay back very quickly. It's going to give us headroom. Let's see. The next day, it'll be all about getting the fields turned around ready. I mean, we've got these 3 here to plant. These 2 need baling and ripping. These 2 need ripping. This is going to need ripping and then whatever we decide to do with it. As soon as this guy's offloaded, I'm probably going to go and skip the night. And we'll see what the next day brings us here. The weather's looking decent, promising. Although the weather going forward is not looking amazing. You know, maybe the money will come in handy. Maybe a decent field auction comes up or something like that. These little, this bit. Yeah, it's going to adjust in it. So we're going to like 10 litres left in the combine or something. Right, so like I say, that is harvest done. I'm not even going to bother putting the combine away. I'll save that till the next day. Go and get some sleep. If I don't lose money, I didn't need the loan. I'm still a little bit annoyed. I'm paying interest, but I doubt very much that we won't lose any because of the rental on the vehicles. The little things of like $1 wages I'm paying. Yeah, we didn't actually lose. At least the daylight. So, hopefully he's going well. He's full, but he's still. Obviously, something was making us good money. Either the I think the other thing we got like, on auto sell is the greenhouses in it. So it must have been the greenhouses. Don't think I'm producing hops at the moment. I've gone against that just so we can focus. We've got loads. You guys know the beer production's turned out to be a lot slower than I anticipated. To the point where I might not even do barley. Well, no, I can do barley exactly for grain mill. I think it's just this trailer. The other trailer's a lot happier. But when you got to be on exactly the pixel it wants. Yeah, so this field's got a bit left to go yet. Get into there, he's getting combine. I will put a contract. Oh, see any? There's any more? That one's interesting. 149 parsnip. Don't rent their machinery, instead rent a Colossus. So for 10 grand, the Colossus costs 10 grand to rent, so we won't actually make any money. Well, let's get you out of his way before I click. And that's probably. I doubt we're even going to finish this today. I definitely ain't going to finish this episode today. We're going to be. Staying happy with red flashing battery light. I think a few of our tractors are getting close to need. Wait for that, innit? So this guy. Can this guy pull the I don't know if he can pull the ripper because he'll be able to. Where I put it? Obviously I can't rip the other fields until I've That on the cedar, wouldn't you think? Not getting that done. I said the cedar, not the planter. You don't need to say both. Do I need to get the yard side and that other yard side out and move some stuff over there? It's a bit compact around here right now. Actually, the milk situation. 20,000, not careful, but I will need to like go and what's it them? Do give me some food, but I haven't got a trailer. The next stylish trailer that goes past, I'm gonna have to follow, I think, and just quickly these guys some food. More eggs there for. So I'm gonna get this guy doing this. Have wheat planted? Yes, I have one wheat planted. 2 oats. Remember, these aren't wheat, barley, barley. So yeah, wheat would work on here, I think. Go for it anyway, we might as well. So once I'm actually not get straight back to the job, I'm gonna use this to go and get us some. Don't feed the cows. I worry I've slipped up again and we're gonna have to buy cow food because any silage ready. Right up. I need to go put me over 500,000 litres. This is insane. Quantity that we've got here. I end up with 1,000,000 litres, you know. Obviously, it's fractionally too long. Trailer. Oh no, he's done it. He's going back to the field. I'm gonna have to watch out to see where I'm gonna. Is there? No. There's a reason why you put the curve in, David. Use it. I think he's going back to field 7, which I don't want him to do. I need to bring the combine back. And I'm probably gonna have it for service. Obviously, it's done now for the year. Pay the loan straight back. Well, I don't like how close to the bone that's going to leave us. I would much rather have it sorted out. Guys on the minimap, folks, see if that other tractor's coming towards me. Point. I don't need the minimap, I can physically see him. Got to the passing point. If I time this right. We can make contact. Okay, nobody's dead. And no. Else, got room. Send you back to the house. Other jobs you can do. That wasn't on the forecast the game showed me earlier. Luckily we're not harvesting, so it's not an issue, but I wasn't expecting more freaking rain. Chickens. I assume they're not actually part of my chicken. They're just like atmospheric chickens. Sounds like a really good name for a prod band. And I have a trailer in here. I just don't have a tractor. Forgot about that trailer, didn't I? I'll scrap that, you can go back to where you were meant to go. People, where are you actually planning to, like, I need to add a passing point in here. Do enough room here for a passing point, do you reckon? No. If I drag the other tractors too close to that wall, I bet they'll start getting stuck on it. By gate post. Okay. Hopefully he's got enough seeds in to finish this build. So I need to set this back, I think, to be actually only about halfway to his inspection point, but I'm better off doing it now. Obviously now he's not going to be needed again for, well, a year. Not far off. Trying to sort it out. Because the header isn't part of the ADS system, so that's not too bad, it's just the actual harvester. Get back to the yard and put away and yeah, so give us your final thoughts, folks, on what you think, because like it looks like the 600,000 litres is gone, because I think if the trailer load in the yard now doesn't put us to it, the one after it certainly will. What do you reckon, 750, a million? We're going to fit through there. How's that feel? Planted those. So that looks rather green. But I'm going to use the agro start to feed the cows and draw them. I might just rent a TARDIS so we can move all the manure. Shame the BGA has such a small capacity, or else I just dump all the manure in it. I could put down one of my mini BGAs, that is a possibility. Where is a question I'd have to look at. I do have some more different mods I'm thinking of bringing in, some productions and that, which obviously I'll need land for, whether I decide to make a little industrial park. Or whether I just use land like I did with the sell anything station, where I put it in the car park of the animal dealer, because the animal dealer did not need that car park. 30.2 hectares, I think, done in total. I think that includes a bit of last year as well. That's sorghum, 17 tons a hectare. That sounds insane. Away. Still don't think there's going to be enough hell just yet. Getting close, but I always forget with this mod. I've got to hold down. You actually have mod. I genuinely thought that wasn't going to start then, and then if that's died there. I have actually reinstalled the mod for towing eyes. Towing hooks, sorry, and chains. The mod that was on FS22. Oh, might be handy, because if we do have one die, like if one die in the freaking shed or something, at least then we can get a chain on it and drag it out the way. Sail away first. And maybe we could do with another slightly smaller trailer like that. Like maybe like one of the west ones. I might have a look at the used vehicle section in a second and just see anything of interest in there. Problem you see, now I've got this money, it's burning a hole in my pocket. even though I don't need to spend it. The TMR, if I give these as much as it'll take for now, then it's supposed to be all of it. Now if I can get in this in-game day, that silage done and covered, it'll be 2 months till that's ready. Okay. Oh, a fast bale. I remember when the fast bale came out in the game in... Wait, it would have been 19 at this point. Amazing. Compact gun. This one isn't quite the 600,000, but yeah, the next one's gonna be. I assume he's exited there by now, but I'm gonna put this away before we go and check. Yeah, next episode, go to bale. Fields to sort. More busy times. Well, if I can back a dolly trailer better than Oscar Piastri could. No doubt he can drive an F1 car better than I can, but... I'm getting it to go fairly straight nicely. The problem is I want to turn in it that way. It actually doubly doesn't help in my opinion with the combine because you've got the rear axle where it is. Do that. I want to push it that way a little. I want to end up if I can with the combine with the header like right in the corner at the back over there. But I'll take it a bit further forward as long as I can get the combine past it or other vehicles past it. Well, that'll do. I can still get to the fuel barrels there. I can still get vehicles past it to get them to service. That is fine. Speaking of diesel, that's a good point. There's only 8. Okay, so he's going to take all of that. This thing's flashing battery light at me, so maybe I need to think about getting this in for a service. I'm going to get another full load of MR out and see what that gives me. Okay, so it has filled it, but it's on the left light. Okay. I'm getting this thing serviced. I'll let the header unplug into repair, but that just gets the standard. Like that. Last work was 7 months ago. He's not done the hours. Good. Yeah, let's just do an inspection first. We're back with. Now this because nice link control. Like I say, I think next episode's gonna be just the end of this field, the last little bit. I definitely think this is something that's worth doing. Maybe not every year because I think we're going to have enough salaries to last us quite a long bloody time next. I think it's worth doing. If we did like this with a major field, I'm thinking skip the year coming. Use this for a nice crop. And I'm thinking the year 6, year 7, that field gets it. That's my thoughts on the matter. But let us know what you think. Has it been... Obviously, it's not a direct profit thing. We're not selling it unless we do sell some silage. Totally out of the question, considering the quantity we're going to be sat on. I do also need to cut grass fields, which is going to come probably in the next couple of episodes. That'll give us... I'll use the silo behind the cow barn to do the grass silage with. With that in mind, we could end up with a lot of silage on our hands. You're definitely not happy about. See how much of this diesel will take. I will then probably refill the trailer again. I think my plan was to sell the campaign trailer, but I might not. I might end up keeping it. It's seriously up guys food. I want to try and have a full day's worth. Well, at least I know I can go 24 hours between having feed them. Yeah, they're past that, but it's gonna take. I'm gonna be able to get everything doing that, which is fine. I've done that, and this trailer can't do manure. What happens to a manure with it? Maybe we should sell this. I know this trailer holds slightly more than the other two, but we're gonna keep. Maybe we keep the crampe and the cane and just sell this. Because it's kind of a one-trick pony. I thought from the way my screen looked there that the AI was firing it like randomly, but I think he was just lined up with the hedge so perfectly it looked like. More compacting to do. While we're here, let's just have a... That interests me. Like, 225 horsepower is not bad. Can afford it, just. Something a bit different. Would take a front loader. On sale for 21 hours, so I've got time to think about it. Maybe once I've done a milk sale and there's a bit more free cash around, I might just buy that. There are plenty of jobs that 225 horsepower would be adequate for. And I can't recall having a Landini in a series before. If somebody will correct me if I'm wrong, but certainly to the best of my knowledge we've never done that. Except maybe an orchard tractor at some point when they were first a thing. Now I'm going to do these guys straw, and if needs be pick up some more bells, and then I'm going to put this in for a service as well to figure out what the battery problem is with it. Which the house is probably staying in there now till the autumn, so I'm not worried about blocking it in just yet. Good trailer this, but the fact that it doesn't do like chaff or manure kind of reduce usefulness to us. They've got like 100 and quite 2 days worth put towards that. I might get away with not having to buy some, it depends how quickly I can get that Sally's bunker filled, compacted and covered. On. Talk about mods before, there's a mod just come up on ModHub for like an XP system and it looks really good now. I'm not going to introduce it to this series because I think we're already too advanced for it. I am thinking of starting another series with it. Whether that's after Ladyhill or whether that's during, I try and balance two at once, I haven't fully decided yet. Why does the wild boar trough look empty even though there's full bells down from? Well, be a graphical thing. So I'm pretty convinced we're going to have to put more bells in. What I need that you up. Running for a minute. You're actually done there. Obviously that feels going to need rolling and everything. Actually not a huge amount left on this, have we? Quite a load. No issues, that's good. I will put it in for a full service and chain and set though while we're here, just so we know it. We know it's as good as possible. Load, set the back. The other one I think is there. That looking like one field across the road, 100. How much you want? 119, like 179 is like the whole map, isn't it? Bit of a disconnect there between the sim. Oh, head to the back. 79 fly. 43. I think I did a contract on that from the very beginning. Yeah, a bit for the corn ones, but I could literally those onto this. Have them start building it up. I've got to make at 56,000. I'm tempted because I think it's worth more in crop. And it's right there. Belshed's looking a bit all over the place. I will possibly start moving some of these. I don't know whether I need to keep as many at this farm now, whether I can get away with keep proper storage thing we've got, especially as there's going to be a load more straw bales coming. I'm going to have to figure out another use for straw because I need to have some. Definitely don't need as much as we have produced. He'll try and catch the lip. Glide off. That wasn't the way I intended to do it, but I must admit it worked. Going. That's the cedar that's finished. Now I might just get straight on to the next. We may as well go all in on something like wheat because that's one that we can do a lot. Still want rolling, but wait till next episode now. Level low, right? So we're not going to set him off. Batteries first. Back, you arrive. Get this back. Then. Put the next load on it. You know what? Let's talk. Come on. Quite badly weak for what I can. It's going to be a grade crop, but it's just going to be extra. Extra chaff in it. I said the fact that it's right next door means it's moving it across the road. Sorting that one out. But yeah, once again, this does not look like a lot considering this quantity. Usually with the ramp I'm planning to offload this mainly with a loading shovel, one of the big L180 Volvos. Look at a lot of scoops. May start looking for a slightly modified bucket. There is a 10,000 litre high tip, which I always like, but yeah, we were looking at 60 scoops to empty it, and that trailer would be full in 4. I don't want to cover it yet because we're not finished. I'm going to add the field to it, and then when we cut the grass, that's going in there. Let's also do the grass. I'm assuming the BJ has bunk because I've never actually paid much. That's going in at an angle, but it'll do. No, this one actually doesn't. That's how normally the BGAs come with the silage bunkers. I'm glad I didn't try and use this one then, because I couldn't have done. That's how much attention I've been paying in the 50 odd episodes we've done so far. But as I do the last of this compact, I think we'll call this one here, folks. I want to thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Been a bit of a bumper one, been a bit of a slog this harvest season, but I think the results are hopefully going to speak for themselves in the sheer quantity of stuff that we've got. Wow, did that really take... Oh, I think I put more things in, didn't I? All 3 more bells going in, I guess. I think I upped their straw quantity the same as the food, because... Again, didn't want to fill it too often. Now, this telehandler might just get the award for like the most machine I have. On 148, that should be fairly close to us, I think. I'll just throw a cheeky bid on that if he's not stealing money and if he's not a silly field. Oh, I said in the earlier episode I don't need more land. I can't help it. I'm a land whore. What can I say? Off in a way that... About 14 volts, it's overly up. They do manage to... That's when if I need to service, don't I? I do. False detected. Bit down on use, innit? That's why. Look at this, the good stuff. Give it all the goods, good. Not close, but it's a big field. What was it? I buy it for 95. 50. Oh, does that mean I've actually sort of like bid myself? Oh no, I think it means the other guy's bidding. Would hope anyway. There we are with 600,000 litres already in the Valley's pit and more still to come. Alfred Independent? Earth is one of those. Fuck all of that. What did I tell these guys to have? Right, anyway, I'm gonna put this in for an inspection. I'm worried about them beeping it's doing. But as I was trying to say before, folks, this will end this episode here. So thank you for watching. I hope you really enjoyed this one. We move towards the next level. We should be good for a while now, and next time there's gonna be a lot of field work still to do. So please like, subscribe, share, and until next time, see ya. Goodbye.